What is happening in Plateau State today would have replicated in Biafra land if not for the swift intervention of IPOB through our gallant ESN men, which the same Nigerian government is trying to destroy to make a way for killer Fulani herdsmen, the same way they are slaughtering innocent people in Plateau State today. Over 70 Christians killed by Fulani herdsmen while they were celebrating Christmas in Bokos Plateau State, Nigeria. Women and children slaughtered worse than animals. Every year, these killer Fulani herdsmen carry out these senseless massacres during Christmas, and nothing is done to stop it. In fact, none of these herdsmen will be arrested or persecuted by the Nigerian government and armed forces. Thanks to Chukwukike, despite the plans of the enemy to destroy ESN, IPOB stood firm in defense of ESN. The destruction of ESN is part of the plans of Fulani agents. As IPOB said, "We won't accept killer Fulani herdsmen anywhere in Biafra land." God bless ESN.
This is happening live in an angry local government area of Enugu State.
Go close now. Go close, fast. You don't cover the one.
This is ESN, Enugu West Command, on the duty here in an angry local government area of Enugu State. We are here today to make sure that these terrorist Fulani are not remaining in our land again. Must continue. Because one of the land here they have destroyed entirely. You can see. See, all this area is the place they have damaged. They have taken over the land of an angry local government. You can see all these places has been taken over. Here is their settlement for years.
Addressing the Plateau massacre some time ago, General T.Y. Danjuma made this statement, and I quote, "Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude with armed bandits. They kill people. They kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movement. They cover them. If you're depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one." Unquote.
In this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Boys, here is the ESN reporter. Permission to carry voice.
Permission granted. Anniversary speech from the Eastern Security Network, ESN Northern Command, Biafra, and all of us of freedom. Join us to celebrate ESN 10th anniversary in this month of December 2023. Eastern Security Network is an indigenous security outfit funded by the Biafra leader, Massacre and IPOB. Our mission is to protect our land and the people of Southern Eastern region against the Maruti Fulani herdsmen and Nigerian moderate security agents sponsored by the Nigerian government. We are hereby warn all the Fulani herdsmen and Fulani terrorists, Maruti in Ebonyi, Enugu, Southern Benue, and Cross River State, who are finding their way into our bushes during this festival period, to return back to where they are coming from. Moreover, we have expelled majority of these criminals from these states mentioned above, but we have noticed an influx of Fulani herdsmen again from our bordering states like Enugu and Benue State into Ebonyi State. Today we are giving them a marching order from them to go back to where they are coming from. For our farmland and bushes are not reserved for their illegal settlement. ESN shall never allow Fulani herdsmen to settle in any part of Biafra land. We shall intensify hunting them in our bushes, for their presence are not welcome in Biafra land. Also, our warnings go to the traditional rulers and politicians who are seriously facilitating the settlement of Fulani herdsmen in our community farmland, using the Nigerian terrorist army to harass, arrest, and kill those that oppose the settlement of Fulani herdsmen in their community. Come this new year, we shall seize these heartless politicians and traditional rulers a lesson of their lives, so they will understand that conniving with Fulani herdsmen and enemy of the land to occupy our ancestral land will only lead to their untimely death. Fulani herdsmen, traditional rulers, community PGs, politicians in Biafra land should know that it doesn't pay to ignore warnings, even when they don't make sense. It's our duty and obligation to protect our ancestral land against these Marodi Fulani herdsmen, and nobody can stop us. ESN! ESN! ESN!
Yeah.
dia masa wenya kenu na kabubu ya muya wetu aka. Wani wenya gani wani hani. Ayese na jira harani hani. Harani hani. Na kaja bukonye. Nkana bura kanya bura kai. Ayi na habura manne. Ayada sofa so. Ayada mo for manana. Na na bisiana. Ana kilati ko kabia.
In the heartland of eastern Nigeria, Biafra, where the echoes of history resonate and the spirit of resilience against oppression runs deep, a formidable force emerged 3 years ago. The Eastern Security Network, ESN, floated under the visionary leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. The movement took a bold step in establishing the ESN, a network that has since become synonymous with protection, and for the most part, instrumental in the restoration of peace in the region. The birthing of ESN was facilitated by the urgent need to address the rampant atrocities and rampaging of the Fulani terror herdsmen across Nigeria, but specifically in the eastern region. With people living in constant fear, thousands others already fallen victims of their terrorism, and the political leaders ostensibly not forthcoming in curbing their menace, the need for a decisive step and action became overdue. Thus, the IPOB leader, alongside his team of conscientious strategists in the IPOB movement, constituted what today is known as the ESN, to apparently become the Iron Dome, guardian angel for the people, and the land of Biafra with the primary responsibility to hold off the invading Fulani terrorists from the north, dislodge and dismantle any foothold they might have secured beforehand across the entire eastern region. Since the inception of ESN 3 years ago, the security landscape in the eastern region, with regards to the rampant activities of the terror herdsmen, improved drastically. Farmlands and bushes, which had been turned to killing fields, marred with snares by terrorists against defenseless subsistent and commercial farmers, were reversed to be the sanctuaries for agricultural pursuits they were known and made for. The testimonies are indeed countless and overwhelming and insurmountable proof of the tangible impact ESN has on the security facet of the region. The commitment and dedication of the ESN in defense of the land of Biafra goes beyond mere rhetoric. It is etched and ingrained in the very fabric of its existence. The once perilous journey to the farm is now undertaken with a great deal of confidence by agriculturalists. Farmers now freely toil the lands without being compelled to harbor the harrowing thoughts of expecting the unexpected. The invaders who nefariously disrupts the tranquility of the agricultural proceedings has been met with a resilient force that stands guard, ensuring that crops grow undisturbed, and that the population of the eastern region attains food sufficiency, as row with western and northern regions continues to deepen unabated. Another inspiriting outcomes of the vigilance of ESN is the restoration of safety for the eastern women folks. Before now, women and unsuspecting teenage and adolescent girls were at the mercy of the terrorists. They were targeted, caught, brutally raped, and killed with disdainful impunity by the Fulani terror herdsmen. However, since the formation of ESN, such heart-rending experience became a thing of the past. Our women folks are no longer subjected to the disgusting encounter of defilement by uncircumcised Janjaweed that once plagued the region. They freely navigate their daily lives without the constant fear that once gripped them. The presence of ESN has created a shield of protection and preservation of our self-esteem as a race. For a people whose women folks are disrespected and defiled at ease by invading foreigners loses its dignity to stand tall in the comity of nation. Moreover, the wanton destruction of cash crops by Fulani cows, which they use its open grazing as a pretext for their terrorism, in the eastern region has become a thing of old, thanks to the watchful eyes of the Eastern Security Network. The delicate balance between predatory pastoralism and agriculture has been restored, allowing both communities and cattle to coexist without conflict. The once fertile lands, marred by the destruction by roaming herds, now flourish, contributing to the prosperity and sufficiency of the eastern region. Therefore, as we commemorate the 3rd anniversary of the Eastern Security Network, it is essential to recognize the indelible impact it has had on the lives of the people of the eastern region. The ESN stands not only as a shield against external threats, but also as a beacon of hope, proving that unity, sense of purpose, determination, and commitment to safeguarding one's land and people can lead to transformative change. The Eastern Security Network has demonstrated unequivocally its patriotism and loftiness in defense of the people of the East, as well as their interest and statehood. Although the mission is yet to be accomplished, as the entire security responsibility of the East is yet to be entrusted in the hands of these gallant men and women. Yet, the strides created in these 3 years with almost nothing cannot be overemphasized. It stands to buttress the resilience of a dedicated formation who refused to be deterred by fear or intimidation, but instead chose to lay down their lives. Through collective strength and belief in a people-centric ideology for the greater good, the sacrifices of the operatives of the Eastern Security Network must never be diminished. So should the material support for them to continue their celestial obligations never run dry. The people of the East must rise up to the occasion to support their defenders, as that would be the sole guarantee for their long-term safety. An army funded by the people can never turn or betray the people. No army can defeat an army of volunteers. ESN is a formation of dedicated volunteers who have sworn to defend the land of Biafra with the last drop of their blood. May their blood vessels never run dry of the necessary fluids needed to continue the tedious task of the defense of motherland till the end of time. Written by Obilos Chudibe. Edited by Eninian White Akachukwu. For Family Writers Press International. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and may God bless Biafra. Stay tuned and have a blessed Christmas and a prosperous New Year.